Yeah, the quid pro quo means you do something for me, I'll do something for you, vice versa. Everyday life is filled with quid pro quo.
Something for something.
Something for something. So, hey, I go to get a burger at McDonald's. I give them $5. What do? They give me my food. That's quid pro quo. So it's not illegal to do something quid pro quo in every set of circumstances. That leads us to one of the things I thought was interesting that came up yesterday. Because every morning when I get ready for work, I put this on. I love eating this stuff up. It's great stuff. I love it. Gets a little old for 6 hours, but that's like a jury trial. So anyway, one of the things they started talking about was bribery. Nevada revised statute, NRS 199.010, is bribery of a judicial officer. Now, 197.010 is bribery, am I saying that correct? Bribery of an executive officer.
Say it 5 times.
You say it fast 5 times.
Bribery.
Bribery. All right, we're good from now on. So anyway, it's when you're bribing a government official, basically. There's 3 branches of governments. For us old guys, remember the, cartoons?
Well, you gotta remember them.
The cartoons, separation of government, executive branch, legislative branch, judicial branch. So there's 3 types of bribery. And under judicial officers, since I used to be a judicial officer, I like to throw out a person who gives, offers, or promises, directly or indirectly, any compensation, gratuity, or reward to a judicial officer, juror, referee, arbitrator, appraiser, assessor, or other person authorized by law to hear or determine any question, matter, cause, proceeding, or controversy with intent to influence his or her action, or the vote, or opinion, or decision thereupon is guilty of a Category C felony. So that's bribery. Bribery is, hey, judge, I know that's not my money on the table. It's got to be your money. That's when you're doing something kind of positive. Well, I mean, if you in the world of bribery versus extortion. So bribery is when you, once again, you give, offer, or promise somebody compensation, gratuity, or reward. So it's a positive thing, as opposed to a negative thing, which is extortion. Extortion is actually under threats, it's called. Nevada Revised Statute 205.320. A threat is a person who, with the intent to extort or gain any money or property, or to compel or induce another to make, subscribe, execute, alter, or destroy any valuable security or instrument or writing affecting or intended to affect any cause of action or defense or any property, or to influence the action of a public officer, or to do or to abet or procure any illegal or wrongful act. Whether or not the purpose is accomplished, they threaten directly or indirectly, 1, to accuse any person of a crime, 2, injure a person or property, 3, publish or connive at publishing any libel, 4, to expose or impute to any person any deformity. I can say that word. Should we have to say that?
Deformity.
There he goes. Furman screwed me up again. Or disgrace. To disgrace. And number 5, to expose any secret. That's a B felony. So that is in the negative.
So wait, that'd be blackmail.
That's blackmail. That's threat. Well, blackmail is more of bribery. Well, it depends what you're trying to do. Listen, Mason, I'm going to go kick your ass, or I'm going to shoot your family. For example,
more the blackmail of I'm going to tell your family
that you commit crimes. You're a drug runner, and that's libel because it's not true. Because Mason is salt of the earth and does nothing wrong. Practically a priest, a bishop in the Mormon church, a rabbi of the Jewish religions. Because here at Vegas Lawyers, we love all religions. Right, Furman?
That's right.
That's right. So that's where, or you accuse him of a crime. Hey, Mason, he's out there sticking guns in people's faces. That is extortion because you're doing something libel or slanderous. That's a B felony. It's negative.
What if it's true?
But now, truth is a defense in a civil case. And actually, that's a good point. If it's true,
Is it still extortion?
it depends on how you phrase it. So, for example, in civil cases, if I say to the opposing attorney or the opposing party, hey, if you don't do what we, settle this case right now, or I'm going to report you as being a drug runner, and you really are a drug runner, that's illegal, improper. We have to let that come out through the evidence. So it's a fine line. You have to walk that dance, which we do here successfully. But anyway, back to the impeachment. So here's the thing. It's like court. Both sides are fighting. When I do my jury trials, you hear the prosecution doing their side. You're like, man, this is bad. It's a bad day. Then when we get up there and we're doing our side, or we can beat up a prosecutor or witness in a good way for the defense, then we're feeling good. And that's what happens when you hear these different stories and different questions occurring in the impeachment process. So it's not a court proceeding, so we have hearsay. It comes in where, and hearsay is a third-party statement made for the truth of the matter there, asserted therein, which means I'm say on the stand, Furman told me, and I say what Furman said. That's hearsay. We have hearsay in everyday conversation. Hey, I was talking to my buddy Mason. Mason said we're going to have pizza for lunch. That's hearsay. So in court proceedings that's objected to, you got to bring Mason in to say, hey, I said we were going to have pizza, or there's a picture of somebody eating pizza. You're eating pizza. You can prove it through other manners. Have a great Thanksgiving from the Vegas Lawyers, Red Chip Studios. And what do we do about this video?
Just tell them we got some videos for you to watch.
Go on the Vegas Lawyer YouTube channel, the Facebook channel. Am I saying all this right?
Sure.
And make sure you watch. We got some fun ones. We got paper porn. We got a Christmas one. We got all kinds of good stuff here at the Vegas Lawyers. Love you guys. Have a great day.